Archangel Michael says, the sky has shifted its silence, and the air around you has started to feel different for a reason you haven't fully noticed yet. There's someone not unknown, not unfamiliar, who has been observing you closely, and it's not from a place of curiosity. He knows everything about you, even the memories you've tried hard to bury. He has stood behind corners, not with ill intent, but with purpose that hasn't been revealed. His eyes have followed your steps, not for harm, but because a certain past never truly let go of you. His presence is not new, but his reappearance is freshly alarming, filled with emotion and truth. This man is not wearing a uniform or standing in authority. He is dressed in common shadows, but his memory of you is far from ordinary. There's something sacred he carries that's bound to your name, and tonight, that boundary begins to shift. At first, he made no contact, just stood at a distance like the wind watching through windows. But recently, he's grown more confident. You may have even caught glimpses of him, blurred in reflection, or thought you imagined that familiar gaze when walking home. Type Amen to get blessing 333. He isn't a stranger, not by the standards of the spirit world. His soul once intersected with yours in a moment that now whispers through time. You crossed paths before, but your heart didn't remember it, his did. He carries an invisible book, one that has your name written in it from moments you never knew were being observed. Long before today, even before the pain you currently hide, he was there. He was present at your turning point, though you never saw him. This man is not a threat, but what he carries may disrupt your current world. He has news, serious, life-shaping knowledge, that others have tried to keep from you. The truth he holds is the kind that burns softly before it explodes. He's been instructed not by man, but by the higher realm to keep silent until the moment is right. And now, that moment has come. He's closer than you think, and the reason for his return has just entered your timeline. Type Amen to get blessing 947. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the one who watches you now was once bound to a promise about your life. That promise was broken by someone you once trusted, and he's come to make it whole again. But first, you must prepare, because what's coming will shake the ground beneath those who wronged you. He's been recording things, quietly, without making a sound. Conversations, actions, even the energy around your space have all been witnessed. He knows which names have crossed you and which ones are pretending. You think he's just watching, but he's guarding. Not just you, but something deeper connected to your destiny. There's something you're carrying that others are desperate to take, and this man knows who they really are. Some have called him a ghost from your past, but he's very much alive and aligned with divine timing. You may not recognize him when you see him up close. But your soul will. Type Amen to get blessing 1201. There are pictures of you on a hidden device, photos taken from angles only someone protective would think to capture. Not for blackmail. Not for fame. For proof. He's collected evidence not to hurt you, but to shield you from a storm that's quietly forming behind your name. Your intuition has been ringing like a silent alarm, now you know why. He's the reason nothing too bad has reached you lately. He intercepted a message, one not meant for your eyes, that exposed the true intent of someone close to you. That person smiles in your face but has shared your secrets in places they thought were private. This man holds the original copy of that betrayal. You once shared an environment with him. Maybe a workplace. Maybe a social event. But he never forgot what your presence felt like. And now that memory is his mission. Type Amen to get blessing 414. He isn't here to bring you love, but love will begin from his arrival. He isn't here to apologize, but you will receive the apology you never got, because of him. He was once silenced by fear, but now he moves with divine urgency. You may notice things around you have shifted. People acting out. Technology glitching. Odd dreams. That's his energy, blending into yours again after a long absence. Archangel Michael says, the man who watches you carries the missing puzzle piece from your spiritual journey. You were meant to meet again, not by chance, but by divine repair. Your tears in the last 3 weeks summoned this moment. He has already spoken to someone in your circle, but they didn't know who he truly was. That person is now hiding the interaction from you, thinking it will keep peace. But peace is already broken. This man is your closure. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. He's connected to someone who once tried to harm you, and yet, he chose to walk a different path. That decision made him a silent protector. Every time something was about to destroy you, his unseen hand blocked it. He's witnessed your growth from afar, in silence, with reverence. He didn't speak because the time was dangerous. Now, it's urgent. He saw the change in your aura and the decline in your trust. That's why he's returned now, not to re-enter your world quietly, but to reshape what has been taken from you. His next step will begin the reversal of a curse. Yes, a curse. Something was spoken over your name that nearly took your opportunity from you. But this man heard the chant, and he's been waiting to reverse it. Type Amen to get blessing 882. Someone who once dated you or flirted with you mocked you in a public conversation, and he was in the room. The words used were cruel, dismissive, and envious. That moment changed everything in him. He took a vow that night to never allow you to be publicly disrespected again. That's when his mission began. What others think is obsession is actually divine assignment. He knows your real worth. He knows your value before others realized it. And that's exactly why his presence matters now. Archangel Michael says, his reappearance is not to scare you but to awaken your memory. You knew him in a past life. This reunion was set long before the betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 599. If you recently felt someone following you, not in fear but in pressure, it was him. He didn't mean to create tension, but your energy is delicate and reacts fast. He's trying to make his appearance slow and careful. Your ancestors are aware of him. They've whispered to him in dreams. They gave him permission to approach, but only when you were ready. He carries a message from someone you've lost, someone in heaven. It's been sealed, unspoken, and has waited patiently for this day. Now it's burning in his pocket, and soon it will reach your hand. He's holding something tangible. A photo, a letter, a token, that once belonged to someone you miss deeply. That item will change the way you see everything, especially your past. Type Amen to get blessing 777. He will not knock on your door like a stranger. He will appear in a setting that's completely familiar to you. But when you look at him, everything will feel brand new. The timing has already begun. You're in the countdown zone, and he's near. You may feel your skin chill without warning. That's the brush of his presence. He's spoken your name out loud during his prayers. He's cried for what you went through and blamed himself for not speaking sooner. But now, silence is no longer an option. A phone call may come soon with an unknown number. Answer it. You'll recognize the emotion in his voice even if the words feel confusing. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. There will be people who try to mislead you about who he is. Don't listen. Your soul will confirm what your ears can't. The man who watches you knows what happened on the day your smile changed. He knows who caused it and how long you've hidden it. And he carries the evidence to help you heal. Archangel Michael says, this man was chosen long before your enemies appeared. His delay was not denial, it was divine safety. But now the danger has shifted, and so must his role. When he appears in front of you, you may not believe everything he says. But your energy will. Your spirit has waited for this conversation longer than your mind can remember. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. You are about to discover that what was hidden is more sacred than you imagined. He doesn't just know your name. He knows your pain. And he came to help you reclaim what was stolen. The moment is approaching. The hour is near. And when it happens, everything will make sense in one breathless moment. He is not a stranger. He is a witness. And soon, he will be your defender. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. He once wrote something about you in a small notebook that he still carries to this day. The ink has faded, but the emotion has not. That notebook holds your name beside words like light, warrior, and unseen strength. This man has heard others try to distort your truth, and each time, his hands clenched with silent fury. He stayed hidden because speaking too early would have brought you more danger than clarity. But now, silence would be a betrayal. He is watching not because he's lost, but because you are being found. Your truth is being unearthed. And the person to deliver it was never a stranger at all. Your home is not just under surveillance from above, it is surrounded by spiritual energy that moves through this man. You are not alone, and you never were. Type Amen to get blessing 1688. A certain date is approaching, one you think is ordinary. But it will not be. That will be the day he steps out from shadow into light. He knows you've been misled by people with sweet voices and dangerous intentions. He's watched you forgive when you didn't need to. He's watched you love people who never loved you fully. He is carrying a message from someone whose voice once comforted you before they passed. That voice still speaks, but now it speaks through him. The moment you hear it, you'll feel your heart skip in recognition. You've been wondering why you feel anxious without a reason lately. That's because your spirit is preparing for the truth to enter. The shift is already happening in your sleep, in your breath, and in your heartbeat. Type Amen to get blessing 1999. The man who watches from afar isn't just carrying secrets. He's carrying keys. Physical and spiritual keys that belong to doors you never knew were locked. He has touched a document that carries your future on it. This document is connected to your name, your family line, and a decision someone else tried to erase. But he retrieved it. His hands are not just holding information. They are stained with the burden of protecting you. He has been tested by time and trial, and still, he held on to what belonged to you. Someone will try to speak negatively about him when you begin to ask. But that's because they know the power he brings. He carries the ending of a deception. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. He remembers a moment when you were humiliated in front of others. You forgot it. He did not. That moment changed the way he viewed your strength forever. He stayed silent because he knew your rise had to come from within. But he never left. He has been waiting for your strength to reach the right frequency before stepping in. He's not waiting for credit. He's waiting for impact. And when the truth comes out, it will break false alliances. Archangel Michael says, "The one who has watched you has already seen your victory." He's merely walking the final path to help you hold the crown with steadiness. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. His appearance will not come with thunder or lightning. It will come in silence and leave a permanent echo. A whisper with weight. He saw someone take something from your life, a friendship, a connection, a spiritual resource, and he let it happen to protect your timeline. But now it's time to restore what was taken. He heard someone mention your name recently in a tone of jealousy. And that's when he knew the moment had come. You can no longer fight this battle alone. The air around you is going to feel heavy for a few days. Don't fear it. It's the energy of truth pressing forward to be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 2444. He has spoken to a spiritual guide that walks with you. That guide gave him permission to speak, but only in divine alignment. That alignment has begun. Someone who lied about you is about to be exposed publicly, and he holds the final thread that will unravel their web. The moment they fall, your name will rise. You will be shocked by how much he knows, dates, words, choices you never spoke aloud. But the proof will be undeniable. He's been writing everything in silence. There's a bag he keeps with him, and in it is a letter you once wrote and never mailed. He found it. He preserved it. And he's bringing it back to remind you who you truly are. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. There's a photograph you've never seen that holds you and someone else who betrayed you in the same frame. He has it. He's bringing it to you, not to hurt you, but to free you. You may feel dizzy soon, not because you're unwell, but because the spiritual energy he's carrying is about to enter your space. Be still. Don't fight the sensation. The man who knows everything is not here to haunt your past, but to bring your future into full light. His role is not forever, but his arrival is a turning point. Once he speaks, timelines will shift. People who held power over your silence will suddenly lose grip. That's the power of divine witnessing. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You are not losing your mind. You are hearing echoes from the future. This man is bringing that future closer. A certain location, maybe a street, a coffee shop, a room with white lights, will trigger a memory soon. That memory is your clue. It's connected to him. He has studied the patterns of your life and knows where you've been diverted. He knows who interfered and when. And now he's been authorized to make the wrong right. Your voice will soon be lifted, and it will surprise even you. Words you've been afraid to say will come effortlessly. Because his presence will ignite your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. He will appear at a time when you least expect support. But he won't bring pity. He'll bring power. There will be people who try to minimize what he says. But they will be interrupted by events they can't control. Truth doesn't need permission to be told. He has waited patiently for divine timing. And that time has begun counting down in your favor. The days of manipulation are over. Archangel Michael says, this is not just a moment of exposure. It's a season of reversal. Everything you thought you lost will find its way back to you, one proof at a time. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You are stepping into a timeline where watchers become witnesses, and witnesses become warriors. He is both. And he is yours. This man is not sent to test your heart but to confirm it. He knows what you're capable of. Now, he's showing you what you deserve. You once prayed for strength to face the truth. This is the answer to that prayer. It may arrive in silence, but it will end in clarity. Stay alert. Stay ready. The man who knows everything is no longer watching in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 3999. He has already written a confession. Not about his own actions, but about what others did to you behind closed doors. That document is protected in a place where digital fingerprints can't erase it. You are not meant to suffer in confusion anymore. What once broke you in silence will now begin to heal through confrontation. His role is to deliver the evidence, not the apology. You will remember something strange from your past soon, something that didn't make sense then but will suddenly align perfectly now. That was him. That memory was the start of his mission. He once walked past you when your heart was shattered and wanted to speak, but divine timing held his tongue. Now, heaven has unlocked it. His voice will carry what the universe needs you to hear. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. The people you thought were for you will begin to distance themselves the moment he speaks. Because truth disturbs comfort. And many were only comfortable because your truth was silenced. This man carries more than knowledge. He carries spiritual access, doors he can open for you because of his position in your life's design. These aren't just favors, they are divine permissions. He's protected your name in meetings where others tried to mock it. He's stopped information from falling into the wrong hands. And now, he's delivering all of it directly to you. Someone once said to you, "You'll never know the full story." That was a lie. And this man is the one who will rewrite that sentence in your life. Type Amen to get blessing 7227. He's seen someone try to duplicate your energy. They copied your words, your ideas, even your appearance. But what they couldn't copy was your purpose, and he saw it clearly. He knows where a signature was forged against you. He knows who did it. He also knows who knew about it and kept quiet. He's carrying something sacred from your lineage. It may be a last wish, a hidden name, or a sealed vow. It belongs to you, and the moment it touches your hand, your energy will rise. He's watched every attack come closer and closer. But he stepped in without you knowing, like an invisible wall. You're only still standing because he was planted as your protector in a world full of betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The man who knows everything has information that will make powerful people uncomfortable. That's why he was hidden for so long. But now the risk of exposure is smaller than the reward of justice. He will enter a room soon where your name is being spoken without respect. And his words will freeze every mouth that once lied. That moment will be your spiritual redemption. His eyes carry weight, because they've witnessed every unjust act committed against your light. And his heart burns to correct what was broken. Archangel Michael says, "This is not a coincidence. This is a scheduled appointment with divine justice, and this man is your heavenly delivery system." Type Amen to get blessing 9191. He will not flatter you. He will not tell you what you want to hear. He will speak what the spirits have instructed him to deliver. He is coming with more than words, he is bringing records. Documents that were supposed to be lost, names that were supposed to stay hidden, and dates that will shake your understanding of everything. You will learn that one of your greatest delays in life was not a failure, but a sabotage. And this man knows exactly who planted it, when they did it, and why. He is the answer to a problem you didn't even know had a solution. He is the bridge to the version of you that was stolen before you could grow into it. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. A location is marked with your energy, and he's already been there. He stood in that place and felt your absence like a storm. That's when he knew his return couldn't be postponed any longer. He will stand before you not to impress, but to impress upon your spirit the truth of your journey. Every scar you carry will begin to feel like a badge once his truth is released. He has seen someone cash in on what was meant for you. That exchange was unholy, and the universe is demanding it be returned. He is the one chosen to correct it. A woman will panic when she finds out he's spoken to you. Because she built her peace on the lie that your truth would never be found. Her time is over. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. He knows a code, a combination, or a password that unlocks something with your name on it. This is not symbolic, it is literal. That item is real and waiting. You may feel like your mind is racing lately, like ideas are colliding and sleep feels different. That's spiritual activation. It means your energy is reacting to the truth as it approaches. He has asked the heavens for one thing only, that you believe him when he speaks. Because even if your mind is hesitant, your soul will already know. He is not here for romance, for admiration, or for gain. He is here because you once planted a spiritual seed unknowingly, and now, it is blooming. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Soon, there will be a name that you will remember out of nowhere. That name is connected to him. Write it down, it will be the first link in the chain of truth that's about to form. There's someone who pretended to be him, who watched you for the wrong reasons. He knows that too. And he will help you uncover them with full clarity. This man walks with divine timing, and everything about him is orchestrated, not coincidental. His actions were delayed not to hurt you, but to ensure you wouldn't be destroyed by too much truth too soon. You have waited long enough. The spiritual archives are being opened. And your page is being read aloud. Type Amen to get blessing 7373. If you felt like giving up lately, that's because your breakthrough was approaching and your spirit sensed it. This man is part of that breakthrough. You were never forgotten. He's been called names, crazy, obsessed, even intrusive. But only by those who knew he was getting too close to the truth. Their fear is proof of his purpose. There is a voice from the spirit realm that called him out of hiding. That voice belongs to someone you miss. Someone who still walks with you through dreams and signs. The air will feel different when he's near. The noise will dim, and your intuition will sharpen. That's how you'll know it's time. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. You are not paranoid. You are prophetic. That man was never a stranger, he was part of your original blueprint. His footsteps carry a mission. His silence held more love than the loudest words ever spoken to you. And his appearance is the beginning of the end of every lie told in your name. You will feel an unshakable calm when he speaks. Because your spirit has already had this conversation in the higher realm. Now it's just arriving on earth. When he appears, welcome him with your intuition, not your fear. Because everything you're about to receive was written for you long ago. Type Amen to get blessing 4545.